is one of college football's great venues under the bright lights. Despite the weather, the place will be full tonight. Gray-based jerseys for their first road game of the year. D'Amato's kick will be very short, but Thomas will run it from the 15. He is, in recent years, I can't think of too many other weapons like that. And now we'll run on the second play, and Marshall drops the ball, and it's going to be all over the place. The wet football already becomes a significant issue. Cal looked like they had it twice, and it ended up in the hands of Colt Lyorla. And a little pitch option to Marshall with a lot of space. And Marshall drops it for the third time, and it goes out of bounds. Thing for Mark Helfrich to be the head coach here. Mariota. Look at the blocking outside, another staple of the Oregon offense. Really on Marcus, he had a touchdown. Byron Marshall has a touchdown. And this time he holds the ball all the way. And Oregon continues another trend. 1 minute, 32 seconds to score.
Motion in the backfield confuses the secondary, and that's where they get beat. Because Oregon's offensive line is going to put a hat on a hat. That's what they do.
Lost the ball. That is a live ball. That is not rolled a forward pass. And the recovery is Oregon. The screen. And that's broken up nicely by California. Finish in for the night. Bigelow drops the ball. Well, the weather obviously is... Look at Marshall. Look at Marshall carry the ball. Did you see that?
Right back to it.
Marshall again takes it down. That's going to be a first down gain. And again, the other thing I would think, Glenn, on the sideline. Mariota gets it to Huff in space. Look at the block by Keenan Lowe. Keenan Lowe stood up his man, and that opened the alleyway for Josh Huff to score the Oregon touchdown.
Well, both outside, right out here. Look at these blocks. Keenan Lowe standing up. Byron Marshall with a big cut. That frees Huff for the score. Hey, wide receivers, that's their touchdown as much as it is Huff's.
Baseball at Cal. He's a major league player. Goff is sacked. That is a live ball. It is a strip sack fumble, and it is recovered by Oregon. And it took Oregon out of schedule here. They're going to throw a backwards ball, which is live. That was going to be a pass, I believe, by Addison. Instead, he turns it into a run. That's going to be close to a first down. He'll go here on fourth down. And Mariota throws it to Lyorla for a touchdown. That's Darryl Hawkins' correction. Darryl Hawkins on the catch for the Oregon score.
And again, great blocking at the top of your screen. Huff with the cut. Bradshaw with the cut. Byron Marshall with the cut. You get out. You get people's feet off the ground. Their hands are down. They can't recover. It's just too much.
So again, Goff's previous play was ruled as an incomplete pass. Did Lasco lose that ball? Yeah. Apparently he did.
It sure looked like it.
And Oregon has it again. He's careening downhill in a hurry. Huff in space. Another terrific block. He's playing the game. Loves competing. For Leininger to punt it, just got that away. Running up is Addison on a tough night. He'll be fair catching the ball, and a flag is thrown for potential interference with the fair catch. Field. Addison streaking, and boy, that one had a look.
Just like you saw there. Big chunks of yardage.
Byron Marshall spins off one, spins off two, and then is finally taken down by Byron Marshall alongside Mariota. will take it home for the 4th Oregon touchdown.
Great blocking up front, zone blocking. That means they're trying to get 2-on-1.
Coppridge in the game as a running back, carried on that last play. Now Klein to the end zone. There's a tanglement, and the ball's intercepted. And Preolamu catches it laying on his back.
They're going for it on 4th.
And Klein goes down the sideline and tries to hit Lasko, but Lasko was well covered by linebacker Rodney Hardrick, and California will turn it over on down. Fumbles, all of which were recovered by Oregon. Mariota with a keep, and Mariota takes it inside to Cal 40. 2 touchdowns. Marshall with the Mariota out there. He's going to throw a block. He's going to get in the way. And Marshall for Oregon back at the Cal 41. And Mariota puts that one. And a nice hands catch reaching up by Johnny Munt. And Marshall gets a swing. And Marshall has put his head down.
Himself down there.
And on 1st and goal, Mariota takes it in on the keep. Incomplete pass, Coppridge out of the backfield. And so Cal turns it back to Oregon on down. Team that was able to slow Oregon last year and beat them was Stanford. That's one thing Sonny Dykes talked to us about was, yeah, they don't have the hammer back right now. The guy in the 4th quarter when the defense is tired can pound the ball at you. Braylon Addison. Now Addison may go. And he is gone. Touchdown, Oregon. 75 yards.
When you're a winning program and you're high profile, you get depth. And you get guys that can play and special teamers that are good across the board and can turn any play into a home run for you. Across the board, it is so strong right now with the emergence of Washington and Washington State's defense.
So Klein is sacked.
There's your tall, thin
Tony Washington.
man again.
Logan's kick, and boy, we had a lot of those in this first half out of bounds. It'll be a 35-yard line. A couple of different sort of plays, the special teams plays. Leininger does punt this one. Braylon Addison ran one back 75 yards in the first half. He's still going. He may go on this one. Cal has an angle on him. They can't get him. And Addison runs his 2nd punt back tonight, and that was spectacular.
Eric Dargan. Unbelievable block at the end of Springer. It does not go where planned, and he gets to the outside. Now he's got to make people miss. What a great job. And then watch Eric Dargan, number 4 right here. Get ahead of that guy. That's right. He gets ahead, and that's what springs the corner. They leverage the side and do it on the run. Get him on the run going.
So Leininger's punt. Fair catch taken this time by Addison. Marshall tried to get outside. He got hit there.
Obviously has something to do that tonight.
Marshall takes it for a first down. And Tyner, speed. Fits perfectly in Oregon. Touchdown.
You got to look at Fisher right here. He pulls out, the center pulls. They're going to get to the edge. They're going to leverage the edge, and they're going to win. And there's big Jake Fisher with the block. Great job, Tyner, setting the block with his path, and he's gone.
And there, I thought that was going to be the touchdown. Klein thought he had it. Richard Rogers but the breakup by Eric Dargan. So out of a full house pistol, but Oregon does not allow Cockridge to get the end zone. He is in his quarterback.
From the Bay Area of California.
Thomas Tyner got upended in the open field. Line for Cal. Third down and long third here, and Tyner will make it and more.
Ball comes out that fast. One thing you gotta do is just tell you guys, get their arms up, Chief.
Another late player for Oregon. So that'll be a penalty. And it's 4th and 23.
There is no
weird stuff.
penalty on the defense for illegal substitution. It was the 11th player who was running off the field. The play was legal.
Grinded. And Jake Rodriguez now, the Oregon quarterback. Tyner gets the handoff.
For the season, Ted.
All right, as we start the fourth quarter, Tyner with a big run gets out near midfield. Tyner gets a handoff. Triggs let that ball hit. And Cal will have a drive start just inside their own 40-yard line. Playing and struggling to hold the ball, struggling with the weather, with the atmosphere, with the opponent.
It'll be interesting to see where Sonny Dykes goes with this quarterback situation from here on out.
Yeah. That's the immediate story for California and the aftermath. So 2 first-year coaches. And Mark Helfrich wishing Sonny Dykes the best. Marcus Mariota threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for 1.